Up into some shitty weather. What's up, buddy? How you doing today? Swing through, I stamped a mine shaft here a few years back, right off the highway here actually. I'm gonna swing through there finally, see if we can't put eyes on that, confirm yes or no. So I got a little bit of time to kill, so we'll go do that. Fucking rain though. Not on a kid's page, and if you're a child and you're on this, it's because you lied about your age when you started your fucking channel, so move the fuck along, dude. Go play your fucking video games. Fuck out of here. Fuck off my channel. Like what I talk about on my channel, or you don't like what I'm doing, you can just keep on fucking moving along. If I wanted to hear anything out of your pussy lips, I'd stop by your shit and fucking listen to your shit. But I'm not. Get the fuck out of here. People gotta stop in just to fucking say shit. I guess just to hear themselves say shit. Fucking world's full of all these sensitive fucks. Need to get over themselves, seriously. If your feelings are getting hurt, then you need to go fucking deal with that on your own. That's your own problem. What's up, LFA77? How you doing today, man? Or gal, I really don't know. Yeah, I don't think it's super necessary. If you don't like what you see, or you think it's dumb or whatever, for you to take the time to actually type it out. For one, the fact that you're commenting, it helps push that further out into the people. Two, why would you even waste the time on your day to sit there and tell somebody something that it don't mean anything at the end of the day? You're just out there making fucking hair. Like, people just they always gotta say something about someone else doing something. The world's full of a lot of fucking Karens, dude. They need to get the fuck over it. Hurt feelings in the world these days, that's for sure. Probably say if you're sensitive, then you need to go figure out how to not be so sensitive. Go unfuck yourself. Stop crying about the world and everyone else that's in it. Anyhow, any more trollers want to come in here? How's everyone doing today? How's everyone's morning going? We're up in northern Oregon right now, just getting pounded on by the rain. About to cut off here, I think next exit though, there's a mine shaft. We're gonna try to go fucking see if we can see that. I pinned it a while back. I don't know about this rain shit though. I don't know what the signal is out here. It looks like I got a good signal. So we're gonna go off this. Up into the hills a little bit. Huh. I guess we can't do that. Interesting. Well, fuck.
Left onto Boomer Hill Road.
Yeah, I gotta go through that fucking gate. That sucks. It's right off the fucking road too. Well, that's the plan for another day then. Sucks. Thought I was going to be able to sneak in there and do that along the way, but apparently not. We'll have to put more effort into that one. We're gonna have to sneak out onto that. I'm headed up to Seattle. I gotta pick up a cedar chest, drop off some other shit. How you doing today, buddy? Shittier out there. How's everyone doing? How's the weather out of your direction? How's everyone's morning or day, I should say, maybe afternoon, depending on where you're at. How's everyone's day going? How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing today? We are headed north up towards Seattle. Actually got to go past Seattle up towards the Canadian border. Hey, what's up, Corey? How you doing, buddy? I remember you. I know you responded on one of the videos. I didn't see it until later, so I apologize. But how you doing today? We're in the shitty rain up in northern Oregon right now, headed north. Got to get up into Seattle tomorrow morning, so we're just kind of lollygagging a little bit. There was a safari thing I've been wanting to go see, but I ain't gonna go do that with the rain. So maybe another time, right off the highway here. Now this is getting shittier and shittier. I'm in a Mercedes Sprinter van. How you doing today, man? How's the weather out your guys' direction? Hopefully better than this. Pretty shitty out right now. Yeah, it's pretty shitty right now. We're up in northern Oregon on 5. Of it. It'll be shitty out here the next couple days. Right on. I'm glad it's sunny somewhere. This is freaking horrible up here right now. As long as it doesn't snow, I'll be happy. Into the rainier part of the year for the West Coast, and then I'd say after April, I'd say after May the rain's pretty licked. Then it'll be getting hot. I don't know about a miracle. It's just a little rain. Just a little bit of rain. Dive off into Portland. Hang out there probably for a couple hours. Not in Portland, but around Portland area. I'm not really too fond of Portland. If you say so. Just another day for me. The miracle would be if I didn't have to go all the way up north and this would just do it all on its own. That would be a miracle. How's everyone's day going? It's Sunday, fun day. Anyone doing anything fun? so I'm happy about that. The wind, though, I hate the wind with a passion. There's nothing good that you can do in the wind. Smash that like button if you haven't. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button too. Try to push the page a little further out there. Yeah, it's a lot of water falling from the sky for sure. Let up a little bit. Crater Lake. If anyone's ever gone to Crater Lake, it's definitely worth the stop. Beautiful park. I don't think it's a state park. I think it's a state or a national historical park, I believe. It's not a national park, but definitely really cool. I'm going, I gotta go up to like the Canadian border. I've got a, like a transport holding company. I bring a lot of stuff up that's going into Canada. I don't transport into Canada. Too much of a pain in the ass. Yeah, I do a lot of antique furniture. Right on, man. Thank you. Yep. If you buy something online, antique furniture wise, it'll generally be my company or one of my partner companies that'll move it. Do Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California, New Mexico, Arizona, Texas. Oh, for sure I will. Yeah, the weather's shitty, but that's nothing new. I've been driving this all the time. Yeah, I'm in and out's happening right now. It's only 11 o'clock. They've been open an hour. Happy. I haven't had any issues so far. Everything's been pretty uneventful this trip. stopping in. And I hope I wish you a blessed day. Go off and be successful in whatever it is you're trying to do. How's everyone's day going? How's everyone's day going? Such a lovely day where I'm at right now. Pick that chest up today? Question mark. How's everyone's day going? What's up, Mr. King? I'm up in northern Oregon right now, headed north on the 5. We're cruising up to the Canada border. Cargo transfer up there. How you doing today? Yeah, it's coming down pretty good. It's let up a little bit, but it's coming down pretty good, and it's just getting, the weather's getting worse the further north I get. As long as it doesn't snow, I'll be happy. Where are you tuning in from, man? Oh, nice, Arizona. My buddy's picking on me to go out there and do some mine shaft exploration. Got a lot of really cool areas out there in Arizona to go check out. It's a pretty state. Do a lot of weird off the beaten path exploration, you know, a lot of ghost towns, old mines, stuff like that. But I don't know if there's anything out in Arizona you think would interest me, go ahead and let me know. I'll check it out. If it looks interesting enough, I'll put a pin in it and make a trip. I just gotta get enough stuff in an area, which I got a lot in Arizona to make a trip alone, to go out there and go do some exploring. But I like to get a lot of things in an area before I go out there, so I can make sure that not all those things will pan out. A lot of times either it's just not there anymore, it's collapsed, or it's private property and you can't get to it. So I like pinning a lot of things in one area, so if I don't, plan A doesn't work out, I got a plan B, a plan C, plan D. You know, I have multiple places I can go, especially when I travel that far. It's not uncommon for me to go, you know, 15, 20 hours to go explore somewhere. You just need to make sure that I can do something while I'm there. Rain started to pick up a little bit. Yeah, I just use this time. I do my live chats on the road a lot of times just to get to know some of my subscribers and get some other people interested in the channel too. Stay up to date with what we're doing and join in on any future adventures. I just found out there's a small island out in the bay that I've always thought was kind of cool. It's been for sale several times throughout my life. We're talking millions of dollars for this little island. It's a pretty useless piece of land for the most part. I mean, someone could do something with it. I'm sure if it got creative. But I just found out there's freaking mine shafts. Well, they call them tunnels. But they were mining for stuff out there back in 1860. So I definitely want to go out there and check that out. That's going to have to be a kayaking trip though. So there's no way to drive out there. So we'll have to plan that one out, figure out where I can drop anchor as far as the vehicle. I'd like to go make that a couple days stint. Far off places, but it's like there's also a ghost town out in Silicon Valley. So a lot of really cool history down there. But that island really interesting to me, and I had no idea that there was tunnels on that island. So we're gonna have to go ahead and make a plan. I'd definitely like to get someone to join in with me to go do that one. I'll do it solo, but that one would be a better one to have like a buddy with for sure. How's everyone's day going? Just slaying the highways right now. How's everyone's day going so far? How's everyone's day going so far? Yeah, I haven't gotten up to Portland yet, so I'll probably just grab that here in the next couple of hours. How's everyone's day going so far? Hopefully the weather is a lot nicer wherever you're at. I believe Corey was out of Iowa and it's sunny out there. If you want to, I was going to do that once I got into the area and just see if they were available this evening at any time. If not, I wasn't going to rush them and just get them on the way back. I didn't realize until I'd already left that that one stop alone is half the stuff on board. Making that money, slaying them highways, chasing them miles. Listen, fuckers count mile markers to stay awake. I've heard that so many times. I didn't fucking count no mile marker to stay awake. That shit will put me to sleep. I can find mile marker at 118 right up in my hood. How's everyone's day going so far? Talk to me, people. Otherwise, I had to pick up the phone, call my mom. I didn't want to do that. Smash that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Help me out pushing the page. Greatly appreciate everyone that's helped me so far. We cleared, I think, like 2,300 last night, which is cool. Definitely getting some traction. Trying to get a little better, get some better camera equipment, doing better with the content. A little at a time, slowly but surely. Like accidents and shit like that. I've seen so many things over the. I've been doing this over 10 years. Everything from random ass naked people on the side of the road to crazy accidents, fires. I had a guy climb on the back of my van in Portland and was on it until I got on the freeway, and then I got pulled over and was given a bunch of shit for giving somebody a ride on the back of my van. And I was like, I didn't allow them nor encourage them or give them permission or any of the sort to do any of that. Yeah, I definitely had some weird shit though over the years. These guys are B guys. That one we just passed. And then this guy, the four-wheel drive forklift for picking up pallets of hives. Used to do bees years ago. Pretty cool. I'd like to get back into it eventually at some point in the future. Actually, on my channel, if you go through the videos, there's one from years ago. I was going down the freeway in my Tacoma, and the front driver's side wheel came off and cleared the median, smacked a Freightliner semi-truck going the opposite direction. That was pretty fun, I do have to say. On four wheels. I have on two wheels though, quite a few times. What do you do out there in Arizona? Do you have any suggestions for cool things to go check out and explore out that way? Help me out, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Help me push the page out. Yeah, there's all kinds of shit in the South. You haven't explored too much, man. What the hell? Go out and see those things. I'm just weird. I always gotta be moving and doing something, so I always like looking for that next spot to go check out. Always asking questions, seeing what's out there to discover. More mainly, I just like getting out and away from the people. Rain's lightened up quite a bit now. Sorry. I've been to pretty much every state except for Hawaii. I ain't done really much of anything else. It's not something I like. I've been to pretty much every national park here in the U.S. I've been to a couple in Canada. I've been to 3 countries. Or been in 2. Not including the U.S. Yeah, I kind of been all over. I really wish back when I was doing the wandering I was doing years ago that I was really taking advantage of the channel. I started this channel back in 13, but I didn't really start. I put it up basically as a place to just share videos, a place to put up a video so I could then share it, to whoever I want to share it to. That's kind of where this page started. I was originally Far Off Places, then I kind of rebranded it, Discover Far Off Places, and that's just how it's been for 10 years now. So I just pretty much just go off and do whatever. Seeing how I do transport gives me the ability to go off into these weird places or go travel long distances just to go check something out. Not all the time is it on the clock. Back in February I did King of the Hammers. So I wound up going out there. I spent 2 weeks out in the desert. So it's nice working for yourself too, because you can take the time off. You can make the time to be able to go off and do some of this stuff. Sometimes it's such a bitch to get into an area. It's not a day trip. You need to go in and spend a day or 2. Put as much effort as I do sometimes getting into some of these places. You need to take advantage of the area. So like I said earlier, when I go to an area, I have multiple things picked out, and if for whatever reason those things aren't panning out, I've got other things I've never gone to an area and not been able to find. I've never gone into an area I've pinned and mapped and not been able to explore at least something out there. And there's been times I have gone out and only had a handful of things, and none of those things panned out, but wound up coming across some other cool stuff while I was out exploring. So you just never know. It's just crazy how much is forgotten over time, or lost, I should say. I think if anyone ever put any money into equipment and burrowing a hole in the side of a mountain, it wouldn't be forgotten about. But it happens. People do it. They don't say anything. They pass, and then you got this abandoned shaft in the middle of nowhere. Slow. We're doing like 75. Just a little water. Alright, maybe closer to 80. I've traveled all over the United States. And my bucket list is pretty wiped out for the U.S. So now I want to start making plans. That's kind of why I started pushing the channel too, is I'd like to get some paid partnership and some sponsorship or whatnot to go do some of the things that I'd really like to go do. One of the top ones on my bucket list is going from southern Argentina all the way up to the northern part of Alaska on 2 wheels. So that's one. I've heard it's taken around 6 months to complete that trip. It gets a little expensive and it's extremely dangerous. So, but it's been done. It's been done by a lot of people several times. So it's totally doable, but that is definitely something I would love to do. That you are literally going to drive in every kind of climate and terrain. Like, you're going to get a taste of everything. And you go through so many countries, there's so many cultures and people to meet along the way. I just think that would be I would say life would be completed at that point, to be honest with you. That would be a really, really, really amazing trip. So, I'll have to just keep poking away at that. I would love to find other people that would like to join in on such an adventure. But again, it is dangerous. It is time consuming in money. It just depends on how you go about tackling that trip as to how much it's going to be. So I've kicked around the idea of just buying a bike down there and then just running that back. But also too, you can just buy and fly one down. You could do the drive down and the drive back. I thought about that, but that's a ridiculous amount of miles. It's like, I couldn't even ballpark it now. Look it up really quick. I know there's some spots you can't drive. You have to put it on a barge or figure out some means. But for the most part, extremely doable, and like I said, it's been done several times. Argentina to Alaska, southern part of Argentina to the northern part of Alaska, you're looking at around a 14,000 mile one-way journey. So round trip, you're looking at close to 30,000 miles. That's a lot. I mean, that's literally taking 6 months to do one way. That's a year of riding, just straight riding motorcycle. Obviously, it's not all the time. Now, weather's going to be a problem. You would have to plan out accordingly. Take off here and burn the first 7,000 mile jog down to like Panama in the summer months. Here it's winter down in South America, so hopefully by the time that you cross over, maybe you're getting into the summer months and be able to get down and back out in the summer months and then back up into the States once winter starts wrapping up, to then do the rest of the jog in the summer months. I think it's doable. Me, myself, I'm not one to lollygag. I like to, when there's a task at hand, just to plow through and get it done. So I feel like I could get in out of South America. I feel like in just a month or two. But you've got all the shit you need to do to be able to cross over to the different countries and whatnot. So I don't know what all is entailed in getting pre-authorization or pre-approval. I mean, I have my passport, but it's not just as simple as you just jumping on an airplane or getting in your car and drive anywhere. Now you need to make sure that you're able to go in and just openly travel the world nowadays. And then if you need a visa for, whatever, it's like I said, there's a lot of technicalities that go into that whole journey. So like I said, this is definitely in the future, way out in the future, but it sits in the back of my head, and I'm constantly picking at that at times. What it comes down to, I guess, if a guy's got enough money, he can just buy and pay his way through everything. But money will get you in trouble down there too. So I don't know. Finding a local, finding someone, connecting with someone off of here, or on a chat form or something that is up on doing that journey and has done it, I'd be down to pay a guide. Absolutely. Just knowing, having someone around that knows the lay of the land and the ins and outs of the locals and whatnot, it goes a long ways. That guy's taking that Toyota. I want to go have some fun. I definitely encourage people to travel. I mean, travel's not for everyone. But if you have the curiosity to see and experience different things, I encourage it. And it doesn't take much. And sometimes just jumping in the car and going for a little drive. Sometimes it requires jumping on a plane and going for a little flight. But I definitely encourage, at least get out and go explore all what's around you. And traveling outside the country is not for everyone, and not everyone can do it or can't afford to do it. Places are, you never know. You never know until until you go somewhere and you're like, wow, this is really cool. This is amazing. I mean, how many places have you been just in everyday life that you were amazed? Either it be some restaurant you had no idea was there and it's a hella good restaurant, or it's this beautiful park, you know, outside of San Francisco or something. Like, there's just things all around to experience and explore. And I definitely encourage people to get out and just go see some of those things. Once you travel around and you experience different things, you kind of look at the world in a little bit different way. I actually like traveling. I like exploring. So it doesn't bother me. Here a few years back, I did a ridiculous amount of traveling. Did a lot of flying. A lot of work stuff. But I enjoy that stuff. What I really don't enjoy is the editing. And I have so many hours of just going off and doing different things, and I cannot seem to make myself sit down and start editing. I mean, some of this shit's like from almost 10 years ago. I've just been acquiring video. I like taking the content. I like going, traveling and collecting the content, but I honestly, I really don't even like editing it. That's a cool ass channel. I even had times I don't even really enjoy filming it. It makes it so much harder sometimes. I just did a brake job on the van and I did a live feed of that, and that came out alright. When you're out in nature, there's just, I don't know, a lot of setup. So you want to get a shot of you doing this, so you got to go set up all that shit and then disappear and then walk into frame. And that shit's easier when there's multiple people, for sure. That storage facility. They're building more, damn. How's everyone's day going so far? Fucking life jackets all over the fucking side of the highway. Bright ass, cheap orange ones. That's fucking up. I definitely like to do, I like to travel into Italy, Germany. I'd like to go do all that over there. There's a lot of really cool history over there. Go experience that. This fucking guy, dude, get the fuck out of the way. Hover in the damn fast lane. I don't understand it. I don't fucking understand it. I am getting hungry though. Rusted out Toyota. That was like my first one right there. I had a 79 two-wheel drive, man. Bombed that thing around for a while, and then I turned it four-wheel drive. Boy, she really seen some places after that. Now, last I heard, the thing's sitting on top of a fucking hill outside of Lincoln, California. Fuck, where I dropped it off at, over one of my homies' houses. He wanted a transfer case out of it. I told him, I was like, you can have it if you take the whole fucking truck. So I pulled the axles, suspension, and drug it out to his house. Or his parents' ranch, actually. I did hit him up a while back, though, little fucker, about seeing if he still had it, and he said he did, and I could have it for $500, and I was like, what the fuck? So that was kind of fucking rotten. Yep. Jesse Joslin's old orange two-wheel drive Toyota, long bed. Fun truck. I drove it as long as I did, though, because that shit. It was funny, I left the two-wheel drive mud flaps on it. I was running a 44-inch tire on it. The fucking mud flaps didn't even hang down to the tires. It was hilarious. The windows were 2% tint. That shit was so fucking dark driving around at night. You had to drive around with the windows down. You could barely see headlights, below the fucking taillights. Yeah, I never got pulled over in that truck. I don't know how. Shit, and I drove it most of the time and didn't even have registration. I didn't have fucking license plates on it, actually. Like hella days. How's everyone's day going?